Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Weekend Rundown. This is your host Daniel.
And I'm your host Drew. We're just glad to have you back for another episode. We're just gonna kind of really jump right into the very first little segment here with Daniel. It'll be August 16th, past moments reported presently with Daniel. So go ahead.
All right, so August 16th, 1858. We got the first transatlantic telegraph was sent. Queen Victoria sent the world's first transatlantic telegraph, congratulating United States President James Buchanan on the success of Britain and the U.S. at building the new telegraph cable. The new ability to quickly send and receive information across the Atlantic Ocean would be revolutionary for news, business, and trade. Unfortunately, the new cable stopped working after just a few weeks, and it would be 8 years before there was consistent overseas communication via telegraph.
So just for 8 weeks, they're like, oh, yeah, this is flipping awesome.
You think anyone in that room, imagine social media?
That was social media. They're like, oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
The queen's just like, hey, what's up? Just had some tea. What are you doing?
Was it instant? Was telegrams instant?
I don't know if it was instant, but it was like, if you could tell someone in an hour, you know what I'm saying?
This is great.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so then the next one we have is in 1896, they discovered gold in the Yukon Territory.
And then they went and gave it some freedom.
George Carmack spots gold nuggets near the Klondike River in the Yukon Territory of Canada, sparking the Klondike Gold Rush.
Love those freaking bars.
Carmack is it spelled with a K? Yeah, it is. Oh. Carmack was reportedly camping near Rabbit Creek when he saw a chunk of gold jutting out from the bank.
Can you imagine, just camping and you're like, oh, hey, there's just some gold over there.
I feel like all the good gold's taken, like all the top gold.
Yeah, you
mean to go way deep.
The stuff that's just on the surface.
Yeah, you don't find top gold.
I mean,
anymore.
you don't know because there's so much snow in Russia and Canada. You don't know.
Yeah, man. Top gold, though. It's hard to find.
That good top gold. Sorry.
Though the men who were with him claim Carmack's brother-in-law, Skookum Jim, actually made the discovery.
But then he killed Skookum.
Over the next 3 years, 100,000 prospectors would arrive in the region to mine for gold. See, 100,000 prospectors found a little piece. They found one piece of gold, and 100,000 people came there to just ravage the top gold.
Wouldn't you have done that?
Yeah, but I'm saying, so if somebody's found one little piece, the entire area has been just swiped.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you.
It's rough.
Definitely in that area for sure.
I feel like we were just born at a time where
we don't get top gold.
No, we're bottom gold guys. Maybe mid gold.
Mid gold. Let's hope we're not all the way at the bottom yet.
Exactly. 1958, Madonna was born.
Oh, hey, nice.
Madonna, the queen of pop, is born Madonna Louise Ciccione in Bay City, Michigan. The singer dropped out of college and moved to New York City to pursue a career in dance. And 5 years later, she released her debut album, skyrocketing her to fame.
And we all know what happened.
Today, Madonna is the best-selling female music artist of all time with more than 300 million records sold around the world. She's also the highest-grossing solo touring artist of all time.
That probably is I feel like Taylor Swift is going to beat that.
You think she'll beat it?
I feel like Taylor Swift will beat it. As long as Taylor Swift stays alive, dude, they have literally...
People love Taylor Swift.
She has Swifties, and, they're dudes sometimes. There's no Madonna.
Oh, yeah, there's people of all shapes, sizes.
Yeah, man, colors. If The Rock loves Taylor Swift, I'm sorry, Madonna, you're going to get dethroned eventually as long as Taylor Swift stays robotically alive.
The population is just higher. There's more opportunity for fans.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, 1977, Elvis Presley dies.
Ooh, a lot of grandmas just got upset.
Yeah, he was only 42. The king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, died at 42 inside his Memphis, Tennessee home. He'd been scheduled to fly out to begin another tour that very evening, but his fiancée, Ginger Alden, found him unresponsive on the bathroom floor. An autopsy performed the same day showed that Elvis died of a heart attack, likely brought on by his addiction to opiates.
I mean, it'll do it.
Opiates took another one. You know, I saw a study that actually said scientists found links that show marijuana is linked to.
What are you about to say?
I guess decreased use of opiates.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, like the opposite of a gateway drug.
It makes you want to not do it.
Exactly.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense because I'm pretty judgy for people who use opiates.
Now that I'm an adult, I see all these things that my parents told me, and I'm like, that was a lie. That was a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw a study the other day. It said you can stand as close as you want to a TV. And
but TVs are different now than they were then.
Well, you can stand as close as you want to a TV, and it will never affect your eyes. Like, it will never make you... I mean, it might hurt your eyes and, like, make you be like, oh, like, make them, like, a little light
Strain
sensitive
them,
for a
yeah.
little bit. But it will never change them, make you nearsighted, farsighted, cross-eyed, or anything.
Yeah, but
like
you got to
that.
also think, like, the information is always changing. So, like, our parents thought they were telling us the truth, but they were lied to, too.
Yeah, they had but they didn't ask questions.
No.
Did they ask where the study is? Because there was no study, clearly.
Right.
We're asking
like,
questions out here.
You just said that. We don't believe you.
Exactly. Yeah, they just took the words for it. You know? All right, 2018, Aretha Franklin dies.
Yeah, so the crazy thing is, I'm gonna let you say this, and then I'm gonna say my thing.
Well, I just looked at this, and so on this day, the Queen of Pop was born, the King of Rock and Roll died, and the Queen of Soul died.
Yeah, so it was in Michigan, right, where she died?
Yes, Detroit.
Do you know how I know that?
How?
Because when I used to work at Guardian Alarm, we had her alarm system, like a CCTV that we monitored of her home.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's fucking crazy, right?
Did you ever monitor it?
I saw it.
Yeah?
I watched it.
Was it a nice house?
Her house is dope, bro.
I was going to say it had to be nice.
Bro, it's
She
Aretha
wasn't living in a
Franklin, bro.
trailer.
No,
Yeah.
dude. No.
No way.
It looked like a dope-ass Hollywood home, but, like, Detroit. It was not what you would expect.
Yeah.
Like, big bay windows and shit. It's like, where do you live? You have to have a big-ass fucking house that's, like, real nice.
And it was in Detroit city limits?
I think it was.
I mean, it says she died in Detroit, Michigan.
I think it is in the city limits. I think it was.
It says she remains beloved around the world to this day, known for her hit songs like Respect and You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. 3 days before Franklin's death, the media caught wind and she was seriously ill. Other artists like Stevie Wonder and Jesse Jackson all visited her while she was rested at home before passing away at the age of 76 from pancreatic cancer.
Damn.
Rolling Stone has called her the greatest singer of her generation.
Fucking pancreatic cancer.
76, she had a hell of a run.
She did it. She did the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a pretty brutal day in history.
I mean, except for Madonna's birth, she was born.
Yeah, it's still pretty brutal.
And people found gold. Somebody got top gold today.
Top gold. And over 127 years ago.
And social media was born. The first step in social media.
Yeah, I mean...
Granted, it broke down a couple weeks later, but they fixed it 8 years.
Sounds like the internet in the beginning, for sure.
You know?
Definitely sounds like the internet in the beginning.
Your internet would break as soon as somebody picked up the phone. You know?
Just like me.
Actually, I think the internet ruled over the phone, didn't it? Like you'd go to use the phone and you'd just get a dial tone from the internet.
It would be like they'd be like, get off the fucking AOL.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the phone.
I want to call your grandmother.
It would like kick you off. You'd be like on a call and somebody would just load it up and you just click and you just start hearing that noise and you'd be like, are you kidding me? I can't even imagine how angry Dad would have got if he was on a phone call.
Bruh.
And we dialed that shit up.
We beat.
I can't even imagine. Like, I would get mad about that shit.
Yeah, no, he would have been pissed. He'd have been beyond pissed off.
Ask me before you use the computer ever.
We asked Dad before we breathed in that house, I feel like. It was just smart strategy. If you're doing anything in his vicinity or that affected him and you didn't ask him, you're running a risk. Big risk.
Yeah.
You got any more for this day, or is that it?
I think that's all I have for this day in history.
Nice. So how was your weekend, man? You do anything? You just work up a bunch? It was a special day for you, was it not?
I had a birthday.
Yeah, how was that? What'd you do?
It was pretty good. I didn't do a whole lot. I just kind of relaxed.
Live your regular life and just relaxed it up?
Yeah, I got a couple gifts from the wife and the kids and got some Blue Moon ice cream. That was good.
Is it like alcoholic?
No.
Oh.
It's just really good ice cream.
Oh, I thought it was like Blue Moon beer. But
no, it's like Blue Moon flavored ice cream.
Okay, well, that's cool. That's awesome. Anything else? Do anything else, Coolio?
I went to the Rays game.
Yeah? Who won?
Yeah. The Rays won in the 9th.
Nice, came back?
Yeah, it was... I went with a buddy of mine who was actually rooting for Cleveland. And so it was...
So he was pissed?
Yeah, it was super sweet.
That was the best birthday, he says.
It was like so much better than... Like, because I told him to go there and root for the Rays, and he was like, no, I can't turn my back on my team, even though I'm a Rays fan too. I'm a Cleveland fan first. And I was like, all right, man. And Cleveland was winning the whole game. And then bottom of the 9th, the Rays put up 4 runs to win it. And I was just like, pfft.
Your team sucks.
Yeah. Look how ugly you look in that gear.
You're like, I told you not to wear
You
it.
just look like a loser.
I told you not to.
Yeah. And, so that was my weekend.
Nice.
And how about you?
What did I do this weekend? Got a new set working on. My new set's done. Excuse me. Yeah, so my new set is all done. I'm going to perform that next week, I think. So that one I was practicing.
Will it be at a set show or at a,
It'll be at like an open mic.
Open mic, yeah. That's what I meant.
The open mic next week on Thursday, 9 o'clock. At McCurdy's. Yeah. But I also got a plane ticket to go to Austin next month.
Okay.
I'm doing a little vacation, yeah. Gonna try to do some open mics there. Try to feel out the city before, you know.
You're digging the Austin idea, huh?
I mean, if you want to do something, why not move to where everyone who's doing it is doing it?
I feel you. I'm not against it.
It's like, if you want to be the best lawn maintenance guy ever, come to Florida, you know?
You could clean some pools, too.
Yeah, exactly. You want to be in comedy, go to Austin, because there's like not a million comedy clubs, but when I looked it up, there was like 12 or 14 comedy clubs, you know, and that's not including the underground comedy shows and all that stuff, so...
So what you're saying is Austin is the funniest city in the country.
I think right now it is.
Okay. All right.
I think there's like less rules like in LA and New York, you know, how those people are all...
Guys, if you're liking and enjoying the episode and want us to make some more great content for you, you could go down to the bottom and click support the show. It's either like a one-time $3 charge, or you can give $3 every month, and that would really help. We could just keep making some good episodes for you. If you can't do that, we ask that you go and rate us in whichever platform that you listen to and share us wherever you can. It means a lot to us, so we can keep making some great episodes for you guys, the listeners, the ones that we do it for the most. Thank you.
What does that mean? You mean for comedians?
Yeah, like on stage, like you don't have to be as PC in that town. Does that make sense?
I get what you're saying.
Like people won't ostracize you if you make a joke about a gay person. Like it's just they're all jokes. They're all fucking jokes, you know? Like none of it's serious and like whatever. I don't know. Like,
I got you.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Sounds like a good environment to tell jokes in.
I think so.
That is the case.
And learn, and like there's a lot of other higher up comedians. It's not just like all a bunch of people trying to make it, you know?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Just excited to go there and be there and feel it out.
When is that? When are you taking that trip?
I'm going the 17th through the 20th, just like a little quick one, but I chose a day where it's like...
Of this month?
Next month, September.
Oh, September.
And I chose like a time where like Joe Rogan's like spot, the Comedy Mothership, has 2 open mics, so I'll try to get to sign up for 2 of those open mics.
I know. Trying to get on What, you'd be on the Rogan podcast?
No, I wouldn't be on the Rogan podcast. I'd be performing in his club, like
that's dope.
at his open mic. Yeah, I don't know that he'd be there, but I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah,
I'd be able to say I fucking performed at the Comedy Mothership.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sick shit.
Take pictures. I ain't coming to that show. It's too far away.
I'll record that bitch. Are you kidding? I'll be like, hey, person I don't know in the back. Can you record this with my phone?
I trust you with my phone. Here you go.
Hey, security guard guy, please. But yeah, man, that was my weekend. Just got those tickets, practiced the set, worked some. Yeah. That was it.
Sounds like it was about as eventful as my weekend.
Yeah, just some regular old life stuff, you know.
I went to the game, which was pretty cool, and I got presents. That was cool too.
Yeah. You excited about my gift that I got you?
Yeah, I'm excited about it, but I wasn't going to talk about it right now because it's going to happen next week, and then I can actually talk about it because then I'll have done it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
Right.
Do you want to go into the articles?
Yeah, I think you should go first because
all right. So I'm going to start with this. It's a weird one. It says, this boy was scolded for not doing his homework, so he went to the police station and begged to be put in an orphanage.
I feel like that's the way children's minds are working.
Like now, for sure.
My daughter told told my wife. My wife said she was gonna give her a spanking or something like that, and my daughter said, "No, you won't." And she said, yes, I will. And my daughter said, no, you won't, because I'll go call the police and you'll go to jail. And I'm like, shh.
Do you know how to use a phone, little girl?
We only have cell phones. They're all in our pockets. There's no home phone here.
Yeah. Are you going to call her on your fucking Elmo phone?
Exactly.
Is that what you're going to do?
Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, just to think that, like,
I mean, you can't even discipline me.
Yeah, it's like, it wasn't even the action of being spanked. It was just the threat that my parents put forth to me of like, I will spank you, that put a fear in me. And it's just removed from children today.
Right. I think I remember one time, like Eric or me or someone told Dad when he's like, I'm going to spank you. We were like, we're going to call CPS. And he said, then I'm going to give you a reason to call him. And we were like,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I remember that too.
And we did not call them. And our ass hurt really bad.
Yeah,
because
but nowadays
we said that.
it's like, man, dude, like the world is just so soft all around that, like, I mean, I feel like just telling your kid you're going to spank them, CPS might come knock on your door. You know?
I feel like that shouldn't be okay.
No, it shouldn't be.
But you don't even know what you can do and what you can't do as a parent anymore. Like, it's terrible. You can't even spank a kid.
It's a thin line of... I mean, there's only so much I can do to stop my kid from running away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This kid literally, though, argued with his mom about overdue homework. And he's 10 years old. And it's a Chinese boy. So he just ran away straight to a local police station and started complaining and begged to be put in an orphanage. It says Chinese media recently reported a bizarre incident
they should have done it. They should have put him in an
took place in
orphanage.
Chongqing. CCTV footage shows the young boy storming into the Hongwei police station in Yubai and being approached by two policemen. They started chatting, and I feel like you didn't choose this article just because of the names of the places. They started chatting, and the 10-year-old boy tells them that he had been reprimanded by his mother for not completing his homework, so he left the family and wanted to join an orphanage. After a bit of convincing by the officers, the boy gave them his parents' contact info so the police could contact his mother and can confirm that the argument about the overdue homework was true.
Jeez.
However, she never imagined her son would run away to the police station and want to join an orphanage because of it.
Bro, they should have gave him a taste of it, I'm telling you.
It
in
says,
China?
My mom scolded me every day for not doing my homework and left the house, the 10-year-old complained. She just nags me to study every day, and I'd rather go to an orphanage.
In China, bro, could you imagine an orphanage in China?
No, because it's probably a dirt
floor.
It's probably a sweatshop.
Eating cold soup.
It's probably a sweatshop. That's what
That's
what I'm guessing.
Knitting Nikes by hand. Like, it would be awful. Let that kid go for a week.
Literally, yeah,
He would do his homework every fucking day.
He would be
I
like, "Mom,
promise.
would you like to check my homework?"
Yeah, he would do it every day. He'd be like, those poor kids.
After calming the boy down, the police called his father to pick him up, and even though he was reluctant to return home, they managed to persuade him that it was the right choice, much better than going to an orphanage.
See, and that's
for sure.
the problem right there. Why do you have to persuade this kid? Why can't the dad just show up, grab the kid by the damn arm, and just be like, dude, get in the car?
Dude, that's
me?
exactly what you said. It said the news and CCTV footage went viral, and a lot of people were shocked, and some people saw it as a sign of the lazy generation of spoiled children, while others simply applauded the way the police calmed the boy down and ultimately solved the problem. Those are the soft people.
I'm cool with calming the kid down. I'm not saying like you need to talk to him. You need to explain to him what's going on. I'm a firm believer in kids are have much more going on in their mind than you think. You know, they understand a lot more, and you can talk to them a lot more than you think you probably could. But there's a line, and a parent is a parent, and you need to show them that, hey, this is my home, and I'm taking care of you. Every decision I'm making is in your best interest.
Yeah, like just because like you don't like what's happening right now doesn't mean that like it's not because I'm trying to be taking care of you. Like you said, like I'm trying to protect
your best interest is not here arguing with these police officers. It's in your room finishing your damn homework. Get over here.
The reason why I'm fucking on your ass is because it's overdue all the time.
Exactly. Dude.
If you would just fucking do it, I would never say a word about it.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't think that people need to be hard on kids, but I think that sometimes kids need people to be hard on them.
I think so.
That makes sense.
I think kids like here's the deal. If a kid wants to have an attitude and wants to think he knows better, that's when you need to be hard on the kid. It's whenever he wants to be an adult or whatever, you want to act like an adult. That's when I need to tell you, no, you're not a fucking adult. You don't know what you're talking about.
Like, what am I supposed to do? What do I do when my son's 16, he's bigger than me, and he just sticks me in my mouth? What do you do?
All you can do in that point is that, like, fighting better than him to where you hopefully can see it coming to where you can, like, kind of glance the blow away and then get him in a chokehold and, like, use your old man strength because it's going to go out soon and, like, give him the fear of God in that exact moment.
Because I'm just saying, like, I never would have thought of doing that to my dad. But in my kids' minds, I got to be such a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because like the second, like, because you won't, like you said, you won't hit him. And then like ultimately mom has more power than you or whatever. And then mom like says, I'll spank you. And they're like, no, you won't. We'll call the cops. So like both you
well, I mean,
are weaker than
they're
the cops.
definitely, she'll be like, I'm going to get your dad. And they'll get worried. But it's just my voice that they're worried about. And my youngest, he doesn't care what I do. He laughs in my face. I'll have veins popping out of my neck. And he will just keep pushing my buttons.
He's like, dude, you're going to punch me in the face.
Yeah. I'm like, man, I swear, I'm just going to give you so many noogies, kid.
I am literally, like, when you're getting beat up by other people and I'm supposed to help you, I'm going to wait an extra 10 seconds.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, get off my son. Get off my son, man. Hey, you better get off my son.
I'm walking over there. I'm doing it.
Yeah. All right, come on, get off him for real. That's my son, man.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't have kids, so if my kid was like, I want to go to the orphanage instead of doing my homework, I go, do you think that, like, especially in China, do you think making shoes is better than doing, like, an orphanage here? Like, what? I don't even know what that entails. Like, do you think going to old folks' homes and singing Christmas carols in the middle of July because you have nothing better to do is better than doing homework? Like, come on, kid.
Yeah, no.
I don't understand that mindset. Like, I hated homework too, but, like, just do it wrong or fast or half-assed or whatever. And then, so when they're like, did you do your homework? Yeah, I fucking did it. It doesn't need to be perfect. Like, just kind of try. Just kind of try.
Just put forth some sort of effort.
Yeah, dude. Instead of like, and I guarantee this kid isn't, I'm reading instead. He's fucking on his computer, on his Xbox, on what the fuck ever gaming system his parents have for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just take the iPad away and send him to the orphanage and make him build the iPads.
That's what I'm saying, man. Send him to the orphanage. Let him go.
That's what I'm saying too.
Yeah.
We're both in agreement here. Maybe
shoes.
maybe that's what we should start doing with our articles, where we should be like, do you think this? Do you think this? Like, are we in agreement? Are we in disagreement? You know, like agreement. We need to get a little noise. I like that. We're both in agreement on that.
Right.
One. All right. Yeah. So do you got an article? Because that one's all done for
yeah,
me.
I do have an article. But actually, I did want to mention one other thing. But I know we don't touch too much on sports, and especially baseball, because you don't know much about baseball. But did you hear that the guy that the Rays locked in for a super max contract, he's getting paid a lot of money. He was the number one prospect in baseball. He's maybe been with us for 2 years. Did you hear anything about him?
No.
Okay, well, he...
Oh, is this the guy that like did the thing with the 14-year-old girl?
Yeah, so there's a 14-year-old girl. And
is it real?
He posted something on social media. I don't know exactly what it was, but he like dimed himself out. But like, I think this girl's pregnant or something like that.
Oh my!
Or something like
God.
that. I don't know the full story.
Did he get guaranteed money?
I isn't baseball always guaranteed? I don't know. With something like this, it might not be. But I don't know the full story, and obviously innocent until proven guilty. Whatever. But I do know that it is ironic that the game they found out,
they gave the hats away to the 14 and
they
under
were
kids.
giving away hats to the 14 and under kids the day they found out that their superstar, they were Wander Franco hats, the day that they found out that their superstar Wander Franco had relations with a 14-year-old girl, and they ended up benching him, and he had to leave the dugout halfway through.
And then all the kids were still wearing the hats.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Super fucked, dude. I don't know. Doesn't really make me want to watch baseball.
Yeah, I mean, it's an isolated incident, and it happens in all sports, but...
it happens everywhere. It's just fucked that it was
again,
like on the day that they gave the hat to the 14.
Again, he's an athlete that makes a shit ton of money. I'm not saying...
He did or did not do it.
Yeah, I'm not saying he did or did not do it.
I hope he didn't do it.
Yeah, obviously we all kind of hope that.
Yeah, that's fucked. So,
my actual article...
Yeah, that was just like a mini article.
Yep, is about a woman that suffers a fatal water intoxication.
She must have drank a shitload of water.
No, she drank 2 liters in 20 minutes.
That's not even a lot.
Yeah, I'm pausing. Dramatic pause.
2 liters in 20 minutes?
Yeah, 2 liters in 20 minutes.
I feel like I drink that much at the gym in 20 minutes.
So you would have to assume, like, she has to be older or something, right?
She's like 80, right?
A 35-year-old American woman tragically lost her life while vacationing with her family after drinking 2 liters of water in a very short time and suffering severe brain inflammation.
Lost her fucking life?
Ashley Summers was celebrating the 4th of July with her family.
This is made time out. This is made up. Her name is Ashley Summers. On the 4th of July, she died of water poisoning. This is some shit that you tell a kid near a campfire. Is this real life, dude?
Oh, let me check it.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm not talking shit, but like the name and like everything, like, is it really matching up, bro? Like, what?
Hold on.
I'm holding.
I mean,
damn, there's a YouTube video and I see the lady's face and shit. Okay.
Yeah, she's an actual person.
Oh my God.
I haven't found a bad article here yet.
I know, but
I will admit that I did not double check this, so you had me worried for a second.
Yeah, but didn't it sound a little made up the way it's like Ashley Summers, 4th of July?
But that's a very generic name. Anyway.
It is, and I'm very sorry that you passed away, Ashley Summers.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're not making fun of Ashley Summers.
I didn't believe that you were real.
I didn't believe that you were real because I think it would be tough to die from 2 liters of water in 20
you had
minutes.
to have some kind of underlying health condition. You had to, Miss Summers.
I don't know. Anyways, so she was celebrating the 4th of July with her family on Lake Freeman in Indiana when she started feeling really dehydrated because of the hot weather. She eventually got a bad headache and she was drinking a lot of water. She ended up consuming 4 16-ounce bottles of water in 20 minutes. And although she didn't experience any serious symptoms at the time, she later collapsed inside the garage of her home and never regained consciousness. Doctors told her shocked family that Summers had suffered severe brain inflammation after drinking too much water in a very short period of time.
That's so weird.
Someone said she drank 4 bottles of water in that 20 minutes, Devin Miller, Ashley's grieving brother, told reporters. Her bottle of water is like 16 ounces, so that was 64 ounces that she drank in the span of 20 minutes. That's half a gallon. That's what you're supposed to drink in a whole day.
I thought you drink a gallon a day.
I thought it was too. Yeah. It was a shock to all of us when they first started talking about water toxicity. And it was like, this is a thing, he added. According to Dr. Blake Froberg of Indiana University Health, water toxicity occurs when someone drinks too much water quickly and they don't have enough sodium in their body. Symptoms usually include muscle cramps and soreness, nausea, headaches, and a general feeling of being unwell. Drinking too much water can cause the sodium in your body to become diluted. When this happens, your body's water levels rise and your cells begin to swell, the Mayo Clinic explained. The warning takeaway that I take from it is, if I'm thirsty and I drink a bottle of water and I still feel like I haven't got enough, that might be the light bulb for me to go, okay, you know what? I need to drink a Gatorade, Ashley's brother concluded. I just read that word for word, and wow.
It was really, 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 really... This Ashley's brother does not speak good English. He's from Indiana for sure.
I don't think they should have printed that.
I think, okay, can I try with Indiana accent?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Where's it start?
Right here.
No. Where's he start?
He starts from right here to here.
Okay.
This is all him.
The warning takeaway that I take from it is, if I'm thirsty and what's it say? And I drink a bottle of water and I still feel like I ain't had enough, there might be a light bulb for me to go, you know what? Okay. I need to drink a Gatorade. Did I do it wrong?
No, that was right. Why would you print that?
Do you feel like he said it exactly how I said
I mean, redact something, dude. You're making this guy look so damn unintelligent. You're making me look unintelligent reading this thing. Damn.
Oh, we just sound unintelligent, which
Yeah,
brings me to my next
Ashley's
point.
brother.
We need to get our video up. In a hardcore way.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that one was that one. So you can die from water intoxication.
Maybe it's because we don't know how much a liter is.
Yeah, but I feel like 16-ounce bottles. I drink 20.9 ounce.
I've literally chugged
and I'll drink them back to back.
I've chugged 2 of those immediately, 2 16 ounces. Like if I'm really, really thirsty, chug.
I'm not gonna try it, but I'm tempted.
It's not the same as the you can't drink a gallon of milk, you'll throw up. It's don't drink this much water, you'll die. Don't try to do it.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm gonna try.
Hey guys, listen, what we're saying out there is don't drink 2 liters of water in 20 minutes.
I'm just saying, if I was to drink
Nope, no, we're not gonna get sued. We're not doing it.
Nobody's
Disclaimer.
getting sued. I'm not telling anybody to do this. I'm not telling anybody to do this. I'm not saying I would do this. I wouldn't do this myself. But I'm saying if I were to drink
warning on our shit.
If I were to drink 2 20-ounce bottles of water at 7:30, and then I turn around and I drink 2 more at 7:50,
that's 20 minutes.
That's 20 minutes.
Why are you trying to push the boundaries of the 20 minute?
But what I'm saying is, they say it happens when your sodium levels are low. So what if for between 7:30 and 7:50,
you
I
just eat
saltines?
Salt? Okay. You'd probably be fine. That lady needs some crackers, man.
You think?
She probably had low blood sugar.
I mean, we can figure this thing out. I think.
Let's be real. She probably also had low blood sugar because she wasn't eating, and she was
there was something.
I'm dehydrated, and then when you're not dehydrated but you have low blood sugar and you need salt in your system, and then you do that. Yeah. So like her brother said, you should probably have Gatorade or something.
Yeah. Pick up a Gatorade if you're too thirsty.
Jesus Christ, dude. I feel like he poisoned her.
I know. Someone needs to check the toxicology report.
Like,
Double check that.
it's
shit.
fucking terrible. So should I go with my next one?
Yep.
So I'm going to keep with the Asian theme. This one is about a Japanese company launches vertical pods that let you sleep standing up.
Of course, it's a Japanese company because they always come up with the best things first.
And the weirdest things, too. It's called the giraffe nap, so I immediately want to buy it. It's a new style of sleeping pod that encourages power naps during the day as a way of improving concentration and work efficiency. Dude, I've heard about these places in Japan where you can go in and they're like, it'll literally be in the middle of like a mall or a train station, and you pay, and it's like a little tiny workspace, and then like also like it can like turn into like a little nap area.
That's
like if
cool.
you're like, oh, I need to get some work done, and I'm in a real busy spot. I'm gonna put my $10 in here and work for an hour, and then sleep for 30 minutes.
Oh, it's like pay as you go type shit.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's nuts, bro.
It's like a vending machine office.
Exactly. Like you can go in and just use it and like pay a little amount to get like some free Wi-Fi and like power, or you can pay the premium amount, like be locked off and like sleep in that bitch. So it says Japan is a notoriously hardworking country that emphasizes extreme dedication to one's work, even at the cost of that person's health or general well-being. Working conditions can get so bad that the Japanese language actually has a term for death by overworked, keryoshi.
Oh my goodness.
In order to put up with this kind of grueling schedule and stress, some Japanese workers turn to short power naps. These are known to boost energy levels and concentration as long as the person does not go into a deep sleep. In order to make it easier for people to get power naps pretty much anywhere, one company has begun installing vertical sleep pods called giraffe naps in cafes all over the country.
I mean, I wouldn't mind power naps at work.
I mean, but like, what? You're just gonna stand straight up and down? How do you sleep? That one of the main reasons giraffe.
You don't know how it works.
That giraffe nap has a vertical orientation to space. It's much easier to have them installed in small cafes and restaurants as they take up very little room, but it's not the only one. Maintaining the stand-up position apparently makes it easier for the person using the pod to wake up from their power nap. I hate this. I hate this. It shows like this person like seated, and then there's like a thing pushing on their shins, and their feet are like a certain. I don't like this. Each giraffe nap pod features an alarm system that can be set by the user. We just never said it. As well as support points for the various parts of the body, head, buttocks, calves, and feet, to ensure that the user maintains their upright position while napping. The pods
you can't like move.
No, dude, it's so.
I don't really like it.
You don't think you move. You don't move. Everything like supports your head and everything. It's so weird.
I feel too stuck.
The pods also feature a height adjustment system so that anyone can achieve the perfect posture while using them. Now, I'm not down with this. I don't know why I chose this one. The giraffe nap sleeping pod currently comes in two variants: a plain white model, which feels very futuristic, and the one that mimics a more traditional bamboo design. Ooh. They both offer
bamboo. I'm interested in that one.
great sound insulation, as well as various sound designs to induce sleep and a built-in
sounds like a
ventilation.
punishment.
It kind of looks like, you give us work. You go take nap myself. Take time out.
I feel like it would be like a punishment.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't look like, it says it's currently being implemented in some coffee shops, and if the reception is positive enough, we might start seeing them in other places. I don't
think it'll be a long time before something like that catches on in America.
So the reason it's called giraffe nap is because giraffes, I guess, sleep upright. Their necks must hurt, dude. There's no way. It refers to the upright sleeping position of the giraffe. No giraffe sleeps upright. They have to put their necks down. There's no way. I don't believe that part.
I think they sleep with their necks up.
Oh my fucking God.
I think they lay down sometimes though, but I think they sleep with their necks up.
How? Their necks never go down?
I feel like it's to protect them. I mean, think about it, dude. Fish never stop swimming.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. How do they sleep?
Not everything sleeps like us.
Oh my God, that sounds terrible.
Like I was looking into it, and I think it's dolphins. The way they sleep is they shut off they have some
their brains like dichotomy, right? Like
they
shut it off
can
half
shut
of
off
it.
half of it so that they're half aware, and then half of their body is sleeping, like the right half, and then they can only sleep for like 15 minutes, and then later they'll switch it, and their left half will be asleep while their right half is awake.
That sounds fucking terrible.
But they don't know sleep like we know sleep. So for them, it's like so dope. Like he's like half asleep and his buddy comes up and he's like, damn, Echo, I'm sleeping, bro. You know?
And
you couldn't see this?
He's like, dude, I'm having the craziest dream. Like, that's why dolphins are always so stoked, because they're like in outer space for real. They're
like every dream is a lucid dream. He's like, dude, I'm sleeping over here right now. Over here, I'm awake. I'm talking to you. But over here, some crazy shit's going down, man.
we just robbed a bank.
Yeah. It feels so real.
Jesus. I saw this thing of, speaking of animals, it was like a sloth, and like some bird came into its personal space and like landed next to it, and it was the one time I've ever seen a sloth attack someone, and it had like a voiceover, and he was like, hey, how dare you? I'm gonna get you. Swipe.
You caught him?
No, well, he, like, the bird didn't move.
You just caught the bird, though?
The bird was big. He was a big ass like bird, like the size of the sloth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so a little sloth.
it was like,
You can't be that big of a bird.
it was
like a grown man.
It was probably like a sloth that was like growing up, you know, like a teenage sloth. But it was like a big ass parrot, like to where it was that like, it was like the thing came down on him. He's like he was scared. And he just hit him, and the thing looked at him, and then he's like, I'm coming back for round 2. And literally, as it's coming down, the bird took one step back and dodged it, dude.
Oh, my God.
It's just like
that
slowest moving sloth shit.
That reminds me, I just want to show you this. There's actually a rabbit called the Flemish giant rabbit. Have you ever heard of it? I literally have this on my phone right now because I looked it up earlier today.
What is it?
And I wanted to show it to
Everyone?
Yeah, so it's a rabbit.
Oh, man, that thing is like the size of a person.
It's a big fucking rabbit, dude.
Yeah, no, that thing is like the size of that like Ecuadorian man. Yeah, like, so like that guy's not big, but like he's a man still. He's still a man.
I mean, look at it next to that border collie.
It's bigger than the border collie. Like,
that's like a full grown.
You could eat the shit out of that rabbit.
What do you mean? Who eats rabbits? You eat rabbits?
Lots of people eat rabbit.
You look at rabbits and think meal?
I would eat a rabbit in the apocalypse.
We just got over this cat thing.
I think cats and rabbits are two different things.
Oh my goodness.
There's actual, so here's the difference. There's actual rabbit farms. Look it up right now.
Yeah, I'm sure there are. I'm sure there's cat farms somewhere
Not
too.
in America.
There's rabbit farms in America.
Look it up right now.
Rabbit farms in America. I don't believe this.
Just look up Rabbit Farm America.
It's a slaughter farm?
They'll eat them rabbits.
Right.
Not rabbit breeder, rabbit farmer. Those are two different things. Oh, nice. We got an ad.
Yeah, I looked up rabbit.
Was it a rabbit being a farmer?
It's just a guy feeding some rabbits. Nobody slaughters rabbits in the U.S. I've never been in a store where I could buy rabbit.
I have in what's it called? Wild Fork. Exotic meats.
Yeah, rabbit farming refers to breeding of rabbits. Is rabbit meat legal in the U.S.? When not produced under Food Safety and Inspection Services, rabbit is subject to FDA inspection. The FDA has jurisdiction over it. Some states permit the sale of rabbit only if it is inspected under their state laws.
Yeah, you can eat it in Florida. I can buy it right now online.
Backyard meat rabbits are prolific producers.
Backyard meat rabbits. I'm just telling you can buy rabbit, and you can't buy cat.
In about 12 weeks, you'll have a large quantity of healthy, lean meat to feed yourself and your family.
Told you.
A trio of rabbits can produce upwards of 600 pounds of meat in a year.
I mean, if you
In a year? How they keep producing meat? What do you mean in a year? A trio of rabbits?
they fuck, bro, and they have
they're
like
just killing all the
27
babies?
babies. You're just having a baby and letting that baby get to like in like a couple weeks. It's
600 pounds of meat in a year, which is more than a dressed 1-year-old steer.
That's a lot of
crazy.
meat, bro. Yeah, it's a lot of fucking meat. The problem is that like they dig around and rivet and like fuck your yard up and shit.
Backyard meat rabbits. This is a real place.
I told you, dude. You thought I was nuts. You're like, you eat rabbit meat? People eat rabbit meat, man.
Raising meat rabbits.
See? A
Dude.
lot of apocalypse people do it.
That's crazy.
It's a fucking other thing.
Yeah, I mean, whatever people want to eat, man. I just didn't know it was so.
Like, it was more popular than you thought.
Like, this one's like, this lady looks like she's making friends with it. You can't make friends with what you're about to kill.
Maybe she's not friends with the ones she's going to kill. Maybe she's friends with the breeder ones. That's like, to her, it's like whenever you're friends with the chicken while it's giving you eggs. Like,
I don't know. I just feel like you don't name them.
oh yeah, you definitely don't name them. Do you have another article? One more to go?
Oh, yeah. We got one more here. My last one's a doozy.
A doozy?
Yep. City mistakenly tears down man's home, then charges him $68,000 in demolition costs.
It sounds like he's going to sue them and get like $68 million,
Fuck yeah.
dude. Like, unless this is like England. Is this in England? Because if it's in England, he's not getting shit.
It's in Atlanta.
Oh, he's getting shit.
An Atlanta man who lost his house after the city tore it down by mistake is now facing a lawsuit to have the entire property foreclosed foreclose on it. He tore the fucking house down. Unless he pays the $68,000 demolition costs. Everett Tripodis's
Oh my God, what a great name.
in Atlanta's historic West End is now an empty lot, but until a few months ago, he actually owned a home there, one that the city demolished without so much as a warning. Technically, they did send out letters notifying the owner that the property had been labeled unfit for habitation, but they sent them to the wrong address in a different zip code, about 1.4 miles away.
That's fucked up, man.
Tripodis and his mother had bought the century-old house as an investment and had been working on remodeling it when the city decided to tear it down. To make matters worse, the city of Atlanta is now suing the owner of the property and threatening to foreclose on the empty land unless he covers the cost of demolition, which is $68,000.
So he technically wasn't even living in it.
No, he had just
And
bought
they
it to
tried.
fix it up.
So when they sent it to the wrong house, like, so they try to do the right thing by being like, hey, you can't live here. But they sent it to a different place. That's their fucking fault.
Yeah,
He got no notice.
and then you're gonna sue him for it?
No, he should be able to sue the fuck out of them. Like, hey, you owe me a historic home now.
The demolition order itself gave the city and its contractor authority to demolish a home on a completely different street in a completely different zip code, Tripodis told Channel 2 Action News, adding that the warning letters had gone to another address as well and were returned to sender. It blows my mind how they could have mistakenly sent these to the wrong address. I come and meet the contractor one morning, and the whole house is gone. Everything is gone. Nothing but dirt.
Dude, that's got to be like, could you imagine if you just went to work? Like, you're like, all right, honey, like, you're taking the kids to go to this thing with
Come
your
home and there's nothing.
Yeah,
there.
you're like gone for the weekend. And you come back and it's like nothing in here.
And then they come for your savings.
Oh my God.
The former homeowner filed a claim for damages, but the city of Atlanta not only denied to pay, claiming that the city cannot accept responsibility for his matter and therefore cannot pay this claim, but recently filed a lawsuit against him, threatening to foreclose on his property unless he pays the demolition costs. When I saw that came from the city, I was quite excited, Tripod has told Channel 2. Maybe it was a letter of apology. Maybe it was a check.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to justly compensate.
He thought
me.
they were going to just pay him.
I open it up, and realized that they were suing me. After you air the story, after everyone sees it, instead of them fixing the problem, they double down and do it again, the man added. It's like after the slap comes the spit in the face. I'm just frustrated.
Just frustrated, bro. They destroyed your house and then they sued you.
Right. The city is alleging that the property should be sold at public outcry unless one or more of the interested parties tenders the full redemption amount, which consists of the original demolition cost plus interest, which totals over $68,000. Everett Tripodis himself had already sued the city for the wrongful demolition of his property, but his case is stuck in the Fulton court system, and he only has weeks to respond to the foreclosure suit.
He's just going to lose his fucking property and get a lot of money later. That's all that's going to happen.
That sucks.
That's what I think is going to happen, right?
I mean, he's got to get something.
But here's the deal. He literally bought it for an investment property. And now you're going to sue him and get more money than you ever had?
As long as he wins?
He should win, dude. That's so fucked. Like, come on.
If he doesn't, what kind of investment was that?
Then he got super fucked, but that's just the way, that's just the world, like, being terrible.
Now you're paying your investment off for the next fucking forever. $68,000 in the hole.
Jesus, man. That's fucking...
With a lost house and they took your property.
I can't even imagine.
Like, what happens if they take your property because you failed to pay the $68,000? Do you still owe the $68,000? I bet you do.
No, I think that they'd sell the property off to get the money back, and whatever they sell it for, you probably get...
You get the difference?
You owe the difference.
Unless they sell it for $168,000.
And then they keep it and you get fucked.
That's some booty.
Yeah, I agree. That's some booty. That's the way that kind of shit works, and there's no way to fight these people, man. You're just like a guy.
No, yeah.
You need a lot of money if you want to try to, like, grow.
You need Morgan & Morgan.
I'd be calling Morgan & Morgan all day, bro.
All day.
I don't know. They have to be in Atlanta. He has to call him. Morgan & Morgan will get him monies.
Yeah. Morgan & Morgan, they're the ones that's on your side, right?
Yeah, but they're only on your hot side when you get hurt in an auto accident, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. They kind of suck.
So do you have another article?
I have uno mas.
All right, let's hear it.
This one is the genetically modified Brit mosquitoes could stamp out malaria with Bill Gates backing.
Ooh, I like it.
Billionaire Bill Gates is backing the efforts of the UK firm Oxitec, who are genetically modifying this country's mosquitoes to turn them into weapons in the global war against malaria. I feel like this is how you get like the mass extinction of...
So this might be a high thought.
Yeah, I think we're going to die.
But to genetically modify a mosquito, wouldn't you need like a super tiny needle?
I think they do it on the DNA structure, and I don't think that they like inject it into the...
So what do? They're like...
Maybe they
do it in like a tube, like
they probably just inject. They probably just inject it into like you said, with like a tiny, super tiny hypodermic needle into the egg and changing like its DNA structure in the egg. Maybe I'm guessing. But I'm gonna read more about it. I'm gonna read more.
Okay.
The British super mosquitoes could be deployed worldwide to eradicate malaria. Billionaire Bill Gates is backing the British effort to send the country's mosquitoes across the world in an effort to get rid of malaria everywhere. This would work because the super mozzies, as they call them, created by the biotech firm, are capable of killing off their disease-ridden rivals that spread the illness responsible for over 500,000 deaths a year.
Did we remove this mosquito's tendency to bite humans? That's all I care about.
It says sometimes Oxitec genetically modifies insects to use them as biological insecticides. They work by the British mosquitoes so the British mosquitoes are entirely male only and carry a special gene that stops female offspring from surviving into adulthood.
So it's going to kill all the mosquitoes eventually?
I guess so. So Oxitec's all-male mosquitoes are released into the wild and mate with the wild females whose female offspring would all die. However, the male offspring survive and, unable to bite and spread the disease, go off into the world and mate with other wild females.
I feel like don't let AI know about that.
This is said to be capable of dramatically reducing the world's mosquito population and the spread of malaria. So they don't think that this would even kill all mosquitoes because there's so many mosquitoes.
I would
Wild.
imagine over time.
More than 1 billion have so far been released worldwide with no negative impacts, Bill wrote in an online blog. In Brazil, they are already having a positive impact, helping eliminate dengue fever, another mosquito-transmitted disease, which kills 40,000 people a year.
Damn,
They will be introduced in Djibouti in East Africa next year to stop the rise of the number of malaria cases from 27 in 2012 all the way up to 73,000 in 2020.
27 to
27 in 2012, and then 8 years later, 73,000. Now more than 7% of the population is infected with malaria. A number of other African countries like Ethiopia, Sudan, Somalia, Kenya, Nigeria, and Ghana are suffering from the mosquitoes. Yeah. The dangerous breeds live in the cities and have grown resistant to anti-bug sprays. So basically, bro, like, this is a good thing, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm with it.
So Bill Gates, who's 67, is just like, he says he loves this because they produced a potentially game-changing solution for mosquito control. You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like Bill Gates is like, what philanthropy can I do? I fucking hate mosquitoes. Let's fucking destroy these fuckers.
Right.
Like, I will put all of my money into destroying, because Bill Gates looks like a guy that gets bit by mosquitoes, like, all the time.
Yeah, he got bit by a mosquito, and then he probably just couldn't even smash it. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill all of you.
This says, Bill Gates said, humans develop new inventions like bed nets, insecticides, and treatments to protect themselves from mosquitoes. Mosquitoes, meanwhile, have an incredible capacity to adapt, allowing them to eventually dodge or develop resistance to the latest control methods. However, Oxitec aims to change this game from cat versus mouse to mouse versus mouse, or in this case, mosquito versus mosquito.
Goddamn.
He said the company uses mosquitoes to fight the other mosquitoes, and he continued, to end malaria, we need to use many new tools and innovations to reduce the burden of the diseases and move the world closer to eradication. Just like I said, he wants them all.
That's what he said, eradication?
Yeah, he used move the world closer to eradication, Bill said. I'm excited about the potential of Oxitec's technology to help Djibouti and the rest of Africa achieve this goal of eradication.
Oh, my goodness.
I told you, bro.
Playing God.
Oh, he's like, I will give you all my money if you can fucking just get rid of all that.
Just, what do we need them for?
Literally nothing but malaria, I guess.
I know. I feel like
I don't think anyone would be upset. Like, extinct animals, like, but mosquitoes could go extinct. It's okay.
I feel like mosquitoes is one of a kind. Like, I feel like we need those. I feel like it's going to fuck up something in a circle way.
Maybe, but I'm okay with them being gone.
Let's just save a couple.
If it
Put them in a cage, see how it works out.
If
shit goes off rails,
we don't need to save
release
it. We'll just keep some of their shit in like in stasis, because we have stasis, right? I hope we have stasis. I don't think we have stasis. I was like, a stasis. Like, we just take some eggs that are unfertilized and we have some.
Just hang on to them.
Yeah, just have these things like separate.
Just in case.
We need them in the future. What if we're like, oh no, we killed them all?
Imagine like 2 years later, they're like, it's all over the news. We're like, America is scrambling to produce more mosquitoes. They were wrong. They were so wrong.
The robotic mosquitoes just aren't enough. They just don't spread diseases the same way.
Nope. Population is out of control.
You see people like out like in
Aren't
like
mosquitoes like the number one killer of humans
maybe
per year?
probably.
It's either them or deer. I think it's them though. I think deer is like in America because people don't die from mosquitoes all that often here.
Which animal kills the most humans per year? Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes. Yeah.
750,000.
Think.
Hey, you want to know? You want to know what?
population's
You
gonna
want to know what the next highest killing animal of humans is?
grow. What's that?
Humans.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And then what's the next after that?
Snakes.
Okay, so if we get rid of mosquitoes before AI like comes about really. Then AI is going to come look at that chart and they're
Oh
gonna
my
be like,
God, it's up
well,
to
what's the number one killer of humans? And they're going to be like, oh, it's humans. We're going to have to eradicate them.
yeah, bro. Snakes and then dogs.
What's snakes numbers? How many people?
100,000. Well, one. So there's 3 reports.
It's crazy that mosquitoes kill more people every year than people kill. That's crazy to think about.
Almost double. Well, not almost double, but like 80%.
Like, and you think there's murders every day. Like, there's car crashes every day. Those got to count as people. Like a drunk driver, that's got to count as a
no,
person.
that counts. Oh my God, freshwater snails is on here. It says less than 20,000
Allergic.
people.
That's got to be like
Or they're probably
reaction.
bad people eating them in France.
Yeah, it's got to be like an allergic reaction.
Scorpions is
Shellfish.
325,000 across the board. Hippopotamus, 500.
Yeah, hippos.
Tapeworms kill 2,000 people a year, man.
Hippos are brutal. Tapeworms.
Freshwater snails over here, 10,000. Assassin bugs, I don't know what these are.
They're assassins, clearly.
The Rejuvidelli is a large cosmopolitan family of the order of Hemiptera among the... I don't know what any of these words mean, bro. You're just saying words.
Using all these big words. I don't understand what they mean.
Tessity flies are large biting flies that inhabit much of tropical Africa. They kill 10,000 people per year.
Dude.
Fucking fly.
Shit's bad over there, bro. Like, the things they die from, mosquitoes and flies and shit like that, that doesn't happen here. You're never like, oh, Billy died. What was it? It was a mosquito bite.
No,
Or
Billy
it was
got
a fucking
shot.
horsefly.
Billy
You
got
know what I'm
shot,
saying?
or Billy fell off
Yeah.
a fucking building.
Yeah, but he over there, like, it's like if something bad happens, there's no hospital. I mean, I'm sure there's hospitals in big cities, but in like those small
You gotta go
villages, dude,
far, dude.
Yeah, you're going to a fucking voodoo doctor or some shit.
That's just insane to me that
They're fucked.
mosquitoes kill so many more people. Like, and everyone's so afraid of sharks, and they kill 4 people per year.
So if mosquitoes are killing that many people, think about how many animals mosquitoes are killing as well.
So many.
If we eradicate mosquitoes, the population growth of just everything is going to skyrocket. It has to go up.
Yeah, but we're also making softer humans, bro. So, I mean, literally the sun kills us faster now.
And then imagine one sneaks out and it just stays away for like 15 years and our bodies all become weak to the diseases from
One
them.
stays away for 15 years.
Yeah, and he just mates.
they live
Listen,
for-
listen. This is a movie plot. And then he just hides out for 15 years and he's just mating. And then these mosquitoes are like sequoias. You know sequoias? They only come out like every like 6 years or some
so
shit.
he adapts. He
adapts and they hide out and they breed and they die and they breed and they die.
He's like an old...
Until their numbers are huge. And then they come back whenever we're at our weakest to fucking mosquitoes and they just wreck. Bro, I'm saying wreck. Like, what are their numbers right now? 750,000? We're talking 750 million, bro.
One of them has them rated at $1 million per year. CNET has them rated at $1 million per year. The lowest BBC News says 725,000 per year.
$1 million versus 720. I mean, anyone is crazy.
Those numbers are insane.
It's like almost double the second one, humans.
Yes. It's funny because BBC News didn't list humans.
No?
But Business Insider and CNET were like, we're animals. BBC is like, we're above animals and we do not consider ourselves to be such disgusting, vile creatures.
We got a separate article. We break it down by gender and race.
Whoa, I don't know what.
I'm saying that's probably what BBC does. BBC doesn't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah, they're like, oh, yeah, no, white men are the
Dude,
ones
you
who
go to
kill all people.
I read BBC shit, and it's like I would say it's the most unbiased news.
Yeah, but it's also like the most like fuck America. Like they're stupid over there news.
Yeah, but they talk like we wish we could talk.
Because none of our dollars are really invested in them. That's why. So they don't care.
No. Yeah, they don't care what they say about
They
us.
don't care. But yeah, man, that's really all I got to say about mosquitoes and fucking Bill
Well, the
Gates.
mosquitoes were fun, and we all know they're killers now.
Yeah, kill a lot of people. A lot of people. So next time you see a mosquito, don't feel bad about just straight smacking it.
Yeah, dude, murder the shit out of it. It's going to murder somebody.
And also, it also goes to my point that those 750,000 deaths caused by mosquitoes, but like Bill Gates said, only the females bite you. Only the females are committing those crimes. Yeah. So that's 750,000 deaths per year caused by just females alone. And you females wonder why we're so like hesitant.
So what the fuck do the males eat?
I don't know what the males eat, but the males can't bite. I think the males might be able to bite other animals, maybe. I don't know. This could be completely wrong, but I know that the females need DNA to actually. Okay, so I don't think that they suck blood to eat. They need our blood. It's like a weird threesome for like the baby being born. Like it needs the genetic material from our blood, the egg, and the male. You know what I'm saying? So when they suck your blood, it's not really to eat; it's to get pregnant.
So these little mosquitoes are little Daniel mosquitoes.
Daniel mosquitoes.
They got little. If it bit me, it's got my DNA on it.
Absolutely. Right? Yep. Yeah, the little babies. Whenever they bite you, you just got babies. You got mosquito babies.
I feel like every time I'm gonna get bit by a mosquito, I'm gonna be like rape.
You bet. Yeah, you got to.
This is unbelievable.
Technically, they're raping you. Technically, the mosquitoes are raping you.
I don't want to be involved in your shenanigans.
Yeah, it's really weird that their biology needs 3 daughters.
If everything else dies, mosquitoes are just fucked.
They're like, so can we get DNA from other mosquitoes?
What about molasses?
Yeah, what about? They'd probably work it out from a tree or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're not scientists, guys. We're not scientists.
We speculate.
Did you see that lady that commented on our reel? We were talking about. Oh, was it last week when we were talking about the air? Or was that 2 weeks ago?
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Where the guy was like, discovered air. The lady laughed and she was like, "Ha ha ha! You guys are so funny. Burn another one."
Do we burn? I don't think we.
I don't know. We didn't. But she, I think you could just tell, bro.
Maybe with you.
Come on,
I'm just in the zone.
Come on. All right, guys. Well, I don't know that we have anything else to say about this. What about you, Daniel?
I'm all out of content.
So, thanks for joining us back for another awesome episode. I've been your host, Drew.
And I'm your host, Daniel. And we hope to see you back for another one next week.
Yep, join us back for another episode of the Weekend Rundown. I don't think I said that the second time, the Weekend Rundown. So, guys, we'll see you back. Thanks.
Take care.